All right, in this next section, we are going to talk about inviting buyers and being proactive to invite your buyers. So in the community, that's great. Buyers are going to come to you. They're going to request access. You're always going to know how many brands have request access and how many views you've had and how many clicks in the community. But let's talk a little bit about how you can be proactive. Maybe you already have buyers and you want to go ahead and invite them. So I'm going to go into my Manage Users section, and here's where I have all my buyers. Again, you can go to this admin section and go to Manage Users. So how do I add a user? I can add a single user by clicking right here. This is a great way, again, to invite people. You can add their email, their full name, address, store name, phone number, customer code, salesperson code. This is really important if you are inviting buyers or just if you're inviting your sales reps. It's a great way if you onboard a new sales rep, just put that in your business process, invite them to RepSpark, and they can go ahead and create their username and password. But for those who are starting, maybe you have a whole list of 100 wholesale buyers that you want to invite to use the site. You can do that in mass as well. So you just click on this add multiple users and you download the Excel template. We'll go ahead and open that. I think it's going to open up behind this, so give me one sec here. And now I have my user list. So you're going to want to put their email addresses, you're going to want to put their customer code, their salespeople, full name, first name, last name, store name, address. So you're going to want to fill all that in. Next thing that you're going to do is you are going to drag and drop that file, or you are going to add it from your computer. So I've already filled one in. It's my user list. I can go ahead. I can upload that list. Now what happens? Where does it go next? So now all of these buyers that you just added are going to be in the unapproved section because you haven't approved them yet. You haven't even invited them. You literally have just uploaded them into the system. So you're going to go into the unapproved section, and now you can invite them in mass. So again, the first way we looked, you're just adding a single. Now I've uploaded 5 users. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to bulk invite them to join my system. So I have to go in. You want to make sure that they look good. Oh, that wasn't one. So my my users that I've added, where is that one? I just added Sarah. Okay, so Sarah Smith. So I want to go in. I want to make sure she's already going to be set as a customer, right? Because I already put that in the spreadsheet. I can decide if they should be order entry, and then all this should already be in. So I'd already added the customer code to that spreadsheet. I already added the salesperson code, so they're great. Their status is pending. I haven't even invited them yet, but their profile looks good. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go ahead, select them all, and then I'm going to go to my bulk actions and invite them. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to invite all these new buyers. So invitation to enjoy my site. So come shop. You can totally write what you want. We'll do come shop our brand. Again, you probably want to put your brand name there. And then, hey, we've joined the 2020 buying group, whatever you want to say. Please come join, please come access our site, please come see what we have in store for you. Again, whatever you want to say there. And you can actually decide what you want to put as your CTA. So I could say shop brand XXX. So now when that buyer goes on, I'm going to go ahead and preview this email. They're going to say, you know, hi Sarah, hi John. Hey, we've joined this, we've joined the process, we've made this available for you to shop. Here's what you're going to be able to do. We already have that on there. They're going to be able to browse your products, look at your catalog, place your orders, etc. And then your call to action will be shop this brand. That is a great way. I can go ahead and send the email invite. That email is now going to go out to all of those different buyers that I've said. I will be able to see when I've invited them, invited a few seconds ago. I will also see when they have created a username and they will be changed to approved. And now this buyer can be approved. If I go to approve somebody that has not actually gone through the process of activating their account, I also have the option to resend the invite. So you can invite somebody again and again. You can do it one to many too. So I could always go on this invite. Once they log in, they will get this. They say, I want to shop your brand. It will tell them to create a password. They create their password. They are now ready to go, and you can go ahead and approve them. So it's a really great way to, again, mass invite or single invite. So it's a great way to bring on all those buyers that are already here. Another good thing is to invite, we kind of went through this a little bit, but invite leads to view assortments and catalogs. So maybe you want to upload a bunch of leads. So instead of them having a customer code and a salesperson code, they're leads. They're not in your system yet. They've never talked to you before. But instead of creating, making them, or they would not come in as a customer because you wouldn't have any of this information for them, what they would come in as, so if you upload a sheet that has none of those fields filled out or columns, they will actually come in as a guest. And we have a lot of brands doing this. They will upload their leads into here, people that they want to share catalogs with or assortments with. So it'll actually come in as a guest. So if I update that role, this user will now not be in the unapproved section, but they'll be here in the guest section. And here's my guest. So from there, what I can do is I can make certain catalogs and assortments. So going back again, building on our catalogs and assortments, I can actually set permissions for certain ones to also be available for guests. So all of these leads that you're going to invite to hopefully close them to sell your brand, you can make these assortments for guests. Again, if you're going to do that, I would recommend to go in, hide some of the pertinent information. So we have our wholesale and our retail here. So we're going to hide the retail price for all of our guests in public, and we're going to apply that. So anybody now that goes into here that is a guest or that is accessing it publicly, they will not see the wholesale and retail price. I can because I'm not a guest. And now you can go ahead and share these out with your guests. So it's a really great way. Again, now the guests can log in. They're already here. They're already working with you. They're logging in. They're looking at assortments. They're looking at digital catalogs. This can all happen too for those who request access while you're going through that process. You just have to communicate with them. Hey, we got your access request. Hey, I just invited you. We've made this certain assortment or catalog just for those users who are guests. Hey, you're a new lead. I would love to sell you. I'm sending a rep down in a week, or I don't even have any sales reps yet. I'm putting together this certain assortment or catalog, and not only are they not going to be allowed in, but if you set them up as a guest, they will actually have a login, they'll have a username, they'll have a password, they will be able to come in your site, but they will only be able to see what you've set up for guests to see. So again, pulling them one more step down into the funnel to make them actual buyers from you. So not only are you sharing outwardly, now you can set them up as a guest, tell them, hey, you have access to catalogs and assortments. Guests see only catalogs and assortments, so they're only going to be able to see the things that you want them to, and they can peruse what product you want them to see, and it's a great way to, again, give them a taste. This is also a great way to introduce yourself to new shop locations, store location, pro shop locations that maybe just want to check you out. You can go ahead and give them access to specific assortments and say, hey, I am more than welcome to do a pop-up shop. Let's go ahead and set up an event. You don't even have to put my inventory in your club yet, in your store yet, in your gym yet. Let's go ahead, let's set up an event. Let's do a pop-up shop. Let's see what the taste is like where you are, and then you can become an actual buyer. So it's a great way to share that type of information with new buyers.